Hello friends! Have you heard of the 40-day mystery? This number is mentioned in many cultures and religions around the world, from the 40 days of flood in biblical history, to Jesus' 40 days in the desert, passing through the 40 days of quarantine in ancient Egypt. But what does this number represent? Is there some deeper meaning behind it? In this video, we're going to explore the mystery of the 40 days and find out how it's seen in different cultures. So, don't waste time and subscribe to our channel now so you don't miss any details. Don't forget to like and share with your friends. Let's go! There are several references to the 40 days in the Bible and other religious traditions. Generally, number 40 is symbolic and represents a period of testing, purification, or preparation for something important. In the Bible, the flood lasted 40 days and nights, during which Noah and his family were tested and purified. Moses spent 40 days on Mount Sinai, where he received the 10 Commandments and other laws from God. Jesus fasted and prayed in the desert for 40 days before starting his public ministry. The number 40 is also mentioned in other religious traditions, such as Islam, where Muhammad spent 40 days in the desert before receiving his first divine revelation. Although there is no clear explanation of the exact meaning of the 40 days, many scholars suggest that this number can symbolize a time of transformation, spiritual growth, or significant change. Some believe that the 40 days are a period of preparation for something new and important to come. Let's understand a little about the 3 events in the Bible that marked the history of humanity and prove the effectiveness of the 40 days to transform anyone's life. The flood that lasted 40 days and nights is one of the best-known episodes in the Bible. According to the book of Genesis, God decided to destroy all mankind with a great flood because of the evil and corruption that had spread throughout the world. However, God chose Noah and his family to survive the flood and restart humanity. According to the biblical narrative, God instructed Noah to build a large ark to house himself, his family, and a pair of every kind of animal on earth. After the ark was built, God sent rain to flood the earth for 40 days and nights. During that time, water covered the entire surface of the earth, and only those on the ark survived. After the flood ended, the ark landed on top of Mount Ararat, and Noah and his family began to repopulate the earth. The 40-day and night flood is significant for several reasons. First, it symbolizes God's power and justice and his ability to punish the wickedness and corruption of the world. Second, it shows the importance of obedience and faith in God, as Noah followed God's instructions to build the ark. Moses spent 40 days on Mount Sinai, one of the most famous and significant episodes in the Old Testament. During that time, he had a series of divine experiences and received the 10 Commandments and other laws that form the basis of the Mosaic Law. According to the Bible, after the deliverance of the Hebrews from slavery in Egypt, Moses led the people through the desert to Mount Sinai, where God spoke to him for the first time in the burning bush. There, God commanded Moses to climb to the top of the mountain to receive the stone tablets with the 10 Commandments and other laws. Moses climbed Mount Sinai alone and spent 40 days there without food or water. During that time, God gave him detailed instructions on how to build the tabernacle, which would be the place of worship for the Hebrews during their journey through the wilderness, as well as other laws and instructions on how to live a righteous and godly life. While Moses was on Mount Sinai, the people grew impatient and built a golden calf to worship, which angered God. When Moses came down from the mountain and saw the golden calf, he broke the tablets of the 10 Commandments in an act of rage. Then Moses again ascended Mount Sinai for another 40 days and nights to pray and plead with God for forgiveness and guidance. The 40 days Moses spent on Mount Sinai are significant for several reasons. First, they were a period of divine revelation, during which God transmitted to Moses the fundamental laws and instructions for the life of the Hebrews. Second, the 40 days were a period of testing and purification for Moses, who had to fast and abstain from water during this time. And finally, the 40 days were a waiting period for the Hebrew people, who were waiting for Moses to return with the tablets of the 10 Commandments and divine instructions. Jesus' 40 days in the desert is a significant episode in Christian history, described in the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. After his baptism by John the Baptist, Jesus was led by the Holy Spirit into the desert, where he fasted and prayed for 40 days and 40 nights. During that time, Satan tempted Jesus 3 times, trying to get him to give in to temptation and sin. However, Jesus resisted all temptations and remained faithful to God. After the 40 days, Jesus returned to the public and began his public ministry, preaching the gospel, healing the sick, and performing miracles. His message was one of love, forgiveness, and salvation, and many people were drawn to him. Jesus' 40 days in the desert have deep meaning in Christian tradition. They represent Jesus' period of purification and preparation before his public ministry. Furthermore, Satan's temptations are seen as a representation of the temptations and challenges that all people face in their lives, and Jesus' victory over them is seen as an example of how to overcome these temptations. Upon his return, Jesus' life changed dramatically. He gained a large following and faced opposition from religious and political authorities. He continued preaching his message of love and salvation right up until his crucifixion and resurrection, which are the central events of the Christian faith. In summary, Jesus' 40 days in the desert represent a significant period of preparation and purification, and his return marks the beginning of his public ministry, which changed the course of history and continues to inspire and transform lives today. In summary, the 40-day mystery is a common symbolism found in various religious traditions, representing a period of testing, purification, or preparation for something significant. And we've reached the end of our video about the 40 days mystery. We hope it was an enriching experience and that you learned a little more about this significant number in different cultures and religions. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends so that more people can have access to this knowledge. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, don't waste any more time and subscribe now so you don't miss any content. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the video in the comments below. Share with us what you thought and how this information can transform your life. Again, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. To the next.